Welcome back to Blake's Den. Welcome back to Project Designer. Very cold in the garage today. In fact, it is 4 degrees. So, yeah, not particularly warm. So, yeah, don't know how much I'm going to get done today. We're back in lockdown again in the UK. So, I might as well get on with it because there's not much else I can do. I've done a bit of cleaning up of the rear wheel arches. This rear wheel arch, unfortunately, is completely gone. So you can see, just like Swiss cheese, full of holes, all the way around, some big holes there. So I think I'm going to replace all of that. Around the other side, it's not as bad actually. There's some rust patches, but it's solid. Yeah, it seems to be cleaning up okay. So what I want to do today is actually clean the boot floor. So under there, I want to strip all that back, and it's going to be a messy, horrible job. And I think I'll probably do the rest of the heel board when I'm under there. So not going to be a fun job. I'm not going to film it all because it's basically going to involve me lying underneath the car with the angle grinder. So when you come back, hopefully it'll be looking a lot better. Well, that was definitely one of the least fun jobs I've ever done. And it's nowhere near finished, but I'll show you how far I've got. So that's the boot floor. Let me drop you down here. So heel board is pretty solid as expected. Boot floor, it's not too bad. A few rust spots and stuff. Battery box was absolutely spot on. Around here though, I did find some holes. I don't know if you can see that. So you've got those little plates where the subframe sits on. So I've got a hole there which is perilously close to the rear seatbelt mount. So I think that plate will have to come off and be repaired. But other than that, it's not too bad actually. Still more cleaning up to do, and I've still got a bit more to do on the battery box. I'm amazed at how good the battery box is. Normally these are the first bits to go, but it's actually solid. So I'm trying to work out what the next steps are. I don't know whether to repair that bit there or take this valance off. I've got a new rear valance to go on anyway. I think I will take that off because it'll make it easier for getting in there, for making sure everything's solid. So yeah, let's cut that off. Before I remove the rear valance, I'm just taking the lights off. So I've just taken the fog light off. I'm going to remove the rear lights here. Also, I'm just making some labels to label what the lights are. So there's just no confusion when I put it back together again. Just got a little handy Dymo label maker thing. So yeah. Quite a good tool to have in the garage. So what I've done there is I've just done a rough cut underneath the lip here. So the valance joins on the lip, but I think it's easier if I just cut it along the bottom and then I can just grind all this back afterwards. So the valance is looser now. I just need to cut the bits where it goes inside the wheel arch. They're pretty rotten both sides anyway, so hopefully in a few minutes this will be off. As I'm not planning on reusing the valance, I think it's going to be easier if I cut it vertically about here. This corner is where the like the box bit is behind, and I think it's just going to be easier to get the whole thing out if I just cut this here and cut the same at the other end, and then all this will just drop away. So that's the plan. Well, with that out of the way, you can finally see the rest of the boot floor, and it's in really good condition. a lot of surface rust, but nothing too bad. I went a bit trigger happy when I was cutting the valance off, and I've gone through the boot floor a tiny bit here, but that's easily repaired. It looks like we've got some accident damage in that area there. You can see how it's all sort of rippled and uneven, and you can actually see the same over this side here. You probably can't tell, but it is rippled. That corresponds with a conversation I had with one of the previous owners, which had a little rear end incident. But it's fine, it's strong. I'm just going to leave it in, to be honest. And it's part of the history of the car now, isn't it? So, good. Right, I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning up on here. Whiz around with a wire brush. I think I'll just going to leave those ends on for now until I do the valance. And yeah, looking good. Oh, and that was the inside of the valance. It's pretty far gone, to be honest. It's quite rusty, and I've got a new one to go on, so yeah, it's done now. I've just whizzed over that with the wire brush on the grinder, and yeah, no surprises. Looks all pretty solid, even that bit, which was all ripply. It's fine, so good news. Happy with that. Right, I think the last job I'll do in this video, the last bit of rust investigation, is that little plate down there where the subframe touches. It's quite rusty around there, so I'm going to take that off. But first, I think I'll just scribe around it to mark the position, and then I'll grind back the welds, take the plate off. I think the issue is it's slightly not flush with the surface, so rust has gotten behind when you compare that with the other side. Not sure if you can see that very well on that side. That one's very flush, very tight to the surface. So, right, I'll whiz that off, and then we'll see what we've got. Well, as the saying goes, that escalated quickly. As I was grinding back those, just found more and more and more rust. So rather than take that off, I think I'll just cut around it and just put a big panel in. It's quite an awkward repair to do, because this line here is basically the end of the boot floor. So these holes are under the rear seat base, and this is under the boot. So it'll be a little bit awkward to do. Plus, I found some more rust in that companion box, so that needs doing. And then the plate I thought was absolutely fine on the other side. Yeah, it's not fine. Exact same problem. In fact, it's even worse. So yeah, I'll add that to the list of things that I need to do. Well, I think on that bombshell, I'm going to leave it there. I'll break this down into separate videos, and I'll do another video for the floor repairs and the companion box repairs. I've bought myself a new full wheel arch to go in, so that'll be a separate video, and the valance will be a separate video. So rather than trying to rush it all into one and boring you, I'll break it down into smaller videos. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Remember, if you subscribe, you'll get notifications of all the new videos straight away, so you won't miss out on any content. Yeah, thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram at Blakes10, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.